Welcome to Adaptive Training. This tutorial introduces the adaptive integration for Discovery Enterprise features of the 2015.1 release. There are two areas of changes: data sources and platform enhancements. With regards to the data source changes, a Salesforce data source is now available, as well as added functionality for the existing NetSuite data source. Let's start with the data source changes, and specifically the introduction of the Salesforce data source. This data source is an optional pre-configured data source available for those users with a Salesforce account. It enables users to bring data from Salesforce into Adaptive Discovery Enterprise. First, a connection to the Salesforce account is validated and tested. Once logged in, the entire structure, all of the tables or a subset of tables associated with the account, can be brought into the data designer. This sales-related data can then be combined with data from another system, such as an ERP or a general ledger. Please note that intelligence built into the data source brings over any relationships that you or the Salesforce system has already defined. This data can then be mixed or merged with other data to derive further insight. The existing NetSuite data source now allows you to integrate consolidated and budget exchange rate tables. Currently, the pre-configured NetSuite data source supports the integration of current, average, and historical exchange rates. Once integrated, this currency information from these tables allows you to convert from one currency to another, or convert values from one subsidiary to another. Let's now review the platform enhancements, which cover a broad range of aspects around importing and transforming data and managing the tasks as you go through the process of integrating data into Discovery Enterprise. Filtering capabilities have been expanded for the JDBC data source, one of the data sources available in adaptive integration. Filtering on records can now be performed based on time periods prior to the importing of data. This period-based parameter, which may be defined as static or dynamic, allows you to configure the time periods for which you want to bring in data. As shown in this example, you could bring in data for the last period or last two periods only. By restricting the data set to a specific period or periods, data imports are optimized. The addition of the subquery custom column allows users to apply complicated business rules to a table or between tables. With this added subquery functionality, you can use relationships that exist between two tables to derive insight from one table that can then be used to create values or for filtering records in the other table. In other words, with this feature, you can now simulate complex subquery joins between two existing tables. This easy-to-use functionality replaces the complexity of subquery capability that previously could only be achieved with complex SQL queries. Another platform enhancement allows for more visibility when running tasks in the integration menu. Specifically, how is the task progressing, from where the task extracted data, how the data is being transformed, and if the task was successful or failed. All fine-grained details are shown in real time on the task detail page pictured here, and also in the pop-up windows within Data Designer when working with tasks and loaders. Also available within the integration menu are enhanced debugging capabilities. Users are able to search and page through log files. A common use case may be that you attempted to bring in data, but the task failed, and you aren't sure why. To troubleshoot, you can go back in time and search through execution history logs. The logs can also be downloaded for further troubleshooting and analysis by you or a colleague, for example, someone in your IT department or a database administrator. Thank you for viewing this 2015.1 Adaptive Integration for Discovery Enterprise Features tutorial.